Bitcoin is a digital money that eliminates the use of banks or other financial institutions. Basically, Bitcoin is a decentralized digital money that can be transferred directly between two parties. Bitcoin is defined as a purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash that would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution. In a white paper released by the anonymous Bitcoin inventor who goes by the name Satoshi Nakamoto. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin ecosystem and its underlying structure in this video to get a better understanding of it. Hey everyone, welcome to Maatins Vids. Today, we'll take a look at what is Bitcoin. So without further ado, let's dig right into it. What is Bitcoin? A virtual currency known as Bitcoin, or cryptocurrency, is a sort of money that is purely digital. It's a virtual equivalent to cash. While it is possible to purchase goods and services using Bitcoin, not all merchants accept it, and some nations have outright prohibited it. Some businesses, on the other hand, are beginning to acknowledge the growing importance of it. As an example, PayPal, an online payment firm, said in October of last year that it would allow its clients to buy and trade Bitcoin. Pictures of actual Bitcoins are only for aesthetic purposes. If not for the secret codes imprinted within, they'd be worthless. How does Bitcoin work? With the help of the underlying technology of the blockchain, Bitcoin eliminates intermediaries. The most common method of transferring money today is either by handing over cash or by using a trusted intermediary, example, a bank. The intermediary is required for both methods, whether it is in the form of actual currency or electronic transmission. In the latter case, a bank or another financial institution. Transaction costs arise when intermediaries are involved. To eliminate middlemen, the blockchain technology uses CPU computing power to provide cryptographic proof instead of the confidence that intermediaries provide to the table. Wallets, public keys, and private keys in the program all work together to create the cryptographic trust necessary for Bitcoin to function. Creating a Bitcoin wallet is as simple as downloading the Bitcoin software, which is available for free. Each wallet has both a public and private key. The public key is like an account number or an email address that anyone can use to send Bitcoins to anyone. On the other hand, a private key is like a digital signature through which a person can send Bitcoins. A private key is one that should only be kept and known by the owner, while public keys can be used by anybody who wants to receive Bitcoins. That is where you would have heard in the news about Bitcoins being lost, either due to a private key not being accessible or stolen by hackers. Bitcoin addresses are anonymous, but all transactions on the blockchain are visible. Almost every Bitcoin transaction has been recorded in an unalterable, non-tamperable, and irreversible ledger since the currency's launch in 2009. Using encryption, Bitcoin transactions are authenticated and stored in a distributed ledger known as the blockchain. This is one of the distinguishing aspects of Bitcoin from some other crypto assets, where there is centralized exchange, like the stock exchange, through which all transactions need to be routed or validated. How are new Bitcoins created? When using the Bitcoin system, computers can be used to process transactions for everyone. The computers are designed to perform complex calculations. Occasionally, they are rewarded with a Bitcoin for the owner to keep. People build powerful computers only for the purpose of obtaining Bitcoins. This is called mining. However, the quantities are getting increasingly difficult to halt the creation of too many Bitcoins. Getting a single Bitcoin could take years if you start mining now. Your computer's electricity bill could end up costing you more than the value of your Bitcoins. How does Bitcoin mining work? There is a network of miners who use their computers to process transactions in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Encrypted information is sent to the network of miners to check that there is sufficient balance to transfer and authenticate the transaction. The stronger the miner's CPU power, the more likely it is that this transaction will be verified, and the miner paid with Bitcoins for their assistance. Bitcoin transactions are validated by the Bitcoin application that automatically runs on the miner's CPU. The Bitcoin miner doesn't do anything manually. This number of transactions is broadcasted to the network of Bitcoin miners when the transaction is processed by a Bitcoin miner. A blockchain is created by storing these blocks in chronological order using a timestamp method. If a miner wants to be able to transfer and earn Bitcoins, they must have an updated and complete copy of the ledger or the blockchain. There is a built-in mechanism that automatically updates the ledger or blockchain. According to the original Bitcoin whitepaper, the likelihood of hackers interfering with the blockchain is next to zero because each miner carries a copy of the updated ledger. As soon as someone attempts to alter or hack a transaction's record, the miner is deemed illegitimate, and transactions cannot be processed until they have a copy of the untampered record. Can Bitcoin be considered a real currency? Why would any country wish to switch to using Bitcoin instead of their current currency? Bitcoin does not have any inherent worth of its own. By definition, a currency is a system of money in general use in a particular country, or the fact or quality of being generally accepted or in use. Only a few companies are already accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment, but no major economy has embraced it as a kind of currency in widespread use. In September 2021, El Salvador became the first country in the world to legalize Bitcoin as a form of currency. The tightening of KYC and AML standards by banks and financial organizations is a major factor in Bitcoin's rapid growth. It is now much easier for governments to share information about transactions made through the banking system across borders. Furthermore, it is believed that Bitcoin is commonly utilized as a substitute for unlawful transactions in various nations. Another major factor is that Bitcoin is accepted as a worldwide payment system that is not tied to a certain country's currency, and thus it is not directly impacted by the developments in a specific country. Is Bitcoin secure? Due to the fact that every transaction is visible to the public, it is nearly impossible to forge or spend Bitcoins that you do not possess. It's possible to accidentally remove all of your Bitcoins or to misplace your Bitcoin wallet. Websites that allow you to store your Bitcoins remotely have also been targeted by criminals. Since its inception in 2009, the value of Bitcoins has fluctuated, leading some to question whether or not it is safe to convert your real money into Bitcoins. Andrew Bailey, the Bank of England's governor, voiced this issue in October 2020. As an investor, you should be aware of Bitcoin's high volatility and be quite hesitant about using it as a form of payment. He said he meant that investors could lose a lot of money if the value dropped drastically at any time. Final thought. It is possible that Bitcoin will become a common payment method in the future, despite its current lack of widespread use. Newcomers to Bitcoin are finding it easier to understand as the globe moves online. There is a good likelihood that by the end of 2022, it will be used by a wide range of organizations, and the $100,000 level could be reached by then. But keep in mind that investing in Bitcoin isn't an advice from me. It depends on your risk tolerance, as Bitcoin is indeed a highly volatile asset. Always do your due diligence before investing in virtual currencies. What are your thoughts about Bitcoin? Can it hit $100,000 by the end of 2022? If so, please let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hope you liked this video. If so, then hit the like button. Also, subscribe to Maatins Vids and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.